Former head of the National Surveillance Unit, William Johnson, gave evidence today about surveillance devices put on Jonathan Dowdall's car after the Regency shooting. The retired detective superintendent said he was involved in meetings with Gardaí investigating Kinnan gang member David Byrne's murder, and a significant amount of Garda resources were focused on the aftermath of the attack. He said Jonathan Dowdall and his father Patrick were at that time suspected to be members of an organised criminal group. On February 17, 2016, almost 2 weeks after gunmen opened fire at the boxing weigh-in, the Garda testified that he went to court to get permission to deploy audio devices on a Toyota Land Cruiser belonging to Jonathan Dowdall, with a view to monitoring his conversations and those of his associates as part of organised criminal activity. He said intelligence at that time suggested Dowdall brought Jerry the Monk Hutch to Derry around 3 weeks before the shooting, and exactly 1 week after David Byrne was shot dead, Hutch went to Dowdall's home in Dublin 7. The senior Garda said at that time Jerry Hutch and Jonathan Dowdall were persons of interest in the murder investigation. He said the purpose of deploying audio devices in Dowdall's vehicle was to assist Gardaí in their investigation into the activities of an organised crime group, and there was no other way of doing so because at that point no other means of gathering intelligence had led to success. The trial heard a judge granted Gardaí authorisation to bug Dowdall's car. A tracker device had already been placed on it. The witness said he couldn't shed any light on whether that device had since been destroyed. Under cross-examination, he said there was no discussion about whether it might be used outside the jurisdiction. Jonathan Dowdall, a former Sinn Féin Dublin City Councillor who was previously charged with the murder of David Byrne, pleaded guilty with his father to facilitating the Regency attack. He is willing to give evidence implicating others in the trial against his former co-accused. Jerry Hutch, known as the Monk, denies murdering David Byrne in 2016. Deborah Naylor, Virgin Media News at the Special Criminal Court.